Hello, good afternoon. I wanted to quickly touch base with you about some frequently asked questions in regards to this assignment. Okay, so there's two things that you need to do. All right, first you need to create a slideshow comparing your state and your country using at minimum the GDP and GNI numbers. Okay, and then any other interesting information you think is worth noting. Okay, those slides go in this slideshow, the 2020 student USA versus the world. Look for your map. It's in the order of the period that you're in. Okay. The reason I want you to do that is so that everybody can see the numbers and comparisons that exist out there, and you can add it to your kind of like portfolio, if you will, of examples and things that you could draw on later for IB testing. Okay, so that's the first part. Shouldn't be confusing. 1 to 2 slides, just the numbers and interesting information. The thing that you're submitting over here, all right, is a written 250 words or less evaluating these questions and the economic models that you're using, and what that basically says about your comparison. Okay. So look at the essential question. What role do economic measures play in evaluating growth? What advantages and disadvantages can be found in using these economic models? To what extent can economic measures be considered reliable for evaluating growth? So if you're comparing, I don't know, California and France, we look at that and we say, okay, well, what do we use? Well, you had to use GDP and GNI. When we compare these two economies, what is good about this and what is bad? Can we actually gain any information from this? What's good about it? What's bad, right? Okay. From there, you can use any other measure you wish. That could be national debt, real disposable income, Gini coefficient, labor productivity, or the misery index, which is just inflation and unemployment. Really, this part is just explaining to you the 1 to 2 slides, what's expected to be on there. But then the last part here, which I think is what's making this confusing to you, this isn't stuff that goes on your slides. This is the 250 word brief thing at the end. So you're kind of evaluating the numbers that you have. So you're kind of putting that in there. No, you don't need to give me definitions. You need to tell me what these things, you need to give me examples. In other words, what are the numbers? Okay. From there, this is just one of the rules. Okay. Try to get it from the last 3 years. Don't use old data. Is basically all that says. Critique what the measures show in general. So what's pros and cons? That is straight away in your 250 word description. Okay. I'm going to skip the news article thing for a second. I'll come back to that. And then you're synthesizing the data you noted with information from the news article. Basically, you need to just give me a source. If you've got information about your particular economies, it could be, if you could only find it about the country, that's fine. But basically, I want you to provide a commentary including these things and telling me the answers to the essential questions. That is what you're submitting, okay, to the side here. 250 words or less, really brief. You're basically just telling me, okay, what's good, what's bad about this, and using the information you found from your particular country, what does that mean? The last thing with your article, I just want you to give me the entire text of the article or a link to it. You don't have to do anything else with that. Just throw it in either above or below your analysis, your 250 word analysis. Okay? Okay. If you have any other questions, let me know.